Tell the black girls. Tell the black girls we believe in their magic. Tell the black girls how they were born from a long tradition of black women dream merchants, miracle makers, and superheroes. Tell the black girls how special powers are interwoven in the braids and cornrows, God gifted in the tips of their twists and locks. Tell the black girls how the others can only dream and imagine their powers. Tell the black girls we believe in their magic, and it's real. Hi guys, it's your girl Zaner, the lady that always says zukwanuike. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is basically a requisite for the previous video that I uploaded last week. And yeah, by the way, happy new month to you guys. It's been long, I know, but yeah. On today's video, I have decided to introduce to you guys a new part of my channel called Black Hair 101, which basically gives African women, or rather Africans in general, because men too grow hair, people who are growing hair naturally, people who are growing hair and still, relax their hair just like myself, and then people who have transitioning hair. So yeah, I'm here to basically give you the tips and tricks and things to take into consideration when doing that. So yeah, on today's topic, I am going to be talking about things that your hairdressers don't tell you, especially when it comes to hair retention. But for now, just grab your snacks, sit and relax and get ready. If possible, take notes too, because I am going to be dishing out important points that you people would need to bear in mind. So without taking much of your time today, guys, hair retention is basically, you being an individual having the ability to maintain your current hair length. Like for example, myself right here. This is the current hair length. Maintaining it by applying proper care and proper routines, that would help to reduce hair breakage, because your hair works just the way a human body works. It needs certain nutrients, it needs some, proper care and other things, for it to grow and for it to remain as strong and as healthy as possible. So yeah, then we have 4 different procedures that we take into consideration when doing what we call hair retention. But then before doing anything like that, you must always put into consideration the state of your ends. Are they healthy or are they split? As you can see, mine is split, and that's because I haven't actually trimmed them in a very long time, if possible years. So reason being that I can't really do it myself, and then aside that, I'm really scared of putting a scissor into my hair. I've never cut my hair before my entire life. And then secondly, I think it's just the fact that I am naturally blessed with long, thick and full hair. It's in my genes. So yeah. And then aside that, I think my parents have been doing a good job all these years for me. They're both professional hairdressers. Yes. So it's expected though. But then moving forward, trimming split ends are very important, because like I said, it helps to reduce essential nutrients in the hair shaft. Each and every single strand of hair has or rather, if I should put it that way, stands as a body on its own. So if they don't have essential nutrients that help them retain elasticity, there's every chance of hair breakage whenever the opportunity arises. Yeah. So yeah, moving forward, like I said, the 4 things to consider is basically low manipulation, number 1, conditioning, number 2, protecting and moisturizing, 3 and 4. 4 points. And then, yeah, without taking much of your time, low manipulation basically, in summary, refers to you leaving your hair alone to grow. I'm telling people that literally have every opportunity to go to the salon every 6 days to go remove their braids and redo those braids again. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Yes. Allow your hair to grow, guys. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. If you can remember the era when weave-ons were trending and how each and every single woman that goes to the salon carries that hair for at least 1.5 months to 2 without actually touching it. And then if she now pays a visit to the salon, for example, if they now take off those weaves, you would see the amount of growth here below alone. Do you get? That is what we call low manipulation. Being able to do hairstyles that don't need much and does not need much. Do you get? Basically leaving your hair to breathe. Your hair is like a human being on its own. It's just that it's inanimate. It can't do anything. It can't talk. It can't speak. It can't eat. You do everything for it like a baby. You treat your hair as though it was a newborn child that was growing. So yeah, like I said, leaving your hair alone to grow, especially when you have done manipulative hairstyles like braiding, like, all those hairstyles that need a lot of heat and all those things that can easily hurt the hair unnecessarily. Just leave them alone. Allow your hair to grow. Then, using a large wide tooth comb for detangling. Like you guys saw, I combed my hair and this was what came out. It's not as if your hair will not break, but let it be that the breakage is not so much that your hair stands a chance of coming out entirely from the root. No, that's not what we're talking about. You're basically doing anything possible to keep it the way it is and to, maintain its nature without it, being damaged entirely. Finger combing too helps, more especially at night when you want to go and sleep. Basically do it and then cover it up with anything possible to help protect it from drying up, for example. This also avoids unnecessary hair loss and hair breakage. And then last but not least, avoiding all manner of hairstyles that require excess heat, like using a hair straightener, for example, or sitting under a hooded dryer for so long, because that dryer dries the living hell out of your hair, guys. And that's basically it that I can say on low manipulation. The second thing that you put into consideration is conditioning, because it plays a crucial role with regards to retaining nutrients in your hair and helping your hair, avoid all manner of breakage. Number 1, it restores length. Number 2, it restores elasticity. And number 3, your hair strands become more resilient. So, as I'm going to say again, number 1, length. Number 2, elasticity. And number 3, resilience. 3 important notes to take into consideration. Why? Because with strong hair, there's less breakage. And then with less breakage, there is more length, retention. They go hand in hand simultaneously, and we cannot emphasize that enough. Now, there are two types of conditioning, namely, number one, deep conditioning, and number two, leave-in conditioning. The characteristics of deep conditioning is as follows. Number one, it penetrates the hair cuticles, that's here, within the root. It helps to stimulate growth, I guess, in the very first stage of hair growth that is called anagen, but that is going to be a topic that I'm going to be talking about on another day. Then secondly, it retains nutrients that is lost after shampooing your hair. You know, when you relax your hair, for example, now, you know, before applying relaxer, there is already oils in there that cause the hair to look dirty and untidy, and most times causes it to have all manner of dandruff, I guess, if I should put it that way. So now, after applying the relaxer and you're going to wash, your relaxer washes everything out, both the relaxer base, all the nutrients that are from the products that you were using prior to that relaxing stage. So yeah, it's just like using soap to wash off, you know, something off your skin, for example, and you come out and dry it up, and then your skin starts becoming dry. It's the same thing that happens when shampooing your hair, and that is why conditioning is very important. Conditioning helps to retain all those lost nutrients that cause the hair to dry and also cause breakage. So yeah, and then thirdly, it nourishes and moisturizes, because also it has other essential nutrients, if I should put that way, and other important things that help to hydrate your hair. So yeah, to note, best done with heat. That's deep conditioning. This one is where, after applying it, you now apply, or rather wear a shower cap, and you sit under a hooded dryer or a steamer for at least 30 minutes before coming out to rinse. That's why it's called deep. It enters deep within the hair cuticles. So yeah, then leave-in conditioning. The characteristics is as follows. It helps to detangle, very important. Not just leave-in conditioners, deep conditioners as well. Helps to retain nutrient loss after shampooing. The same thing with deep conditioning, but this one is, you know, leave-in. They're two different things entirely. Number 3, nourishes and moisturizes hair strands. Same thing. And then number 4, it keeps your hair hydrated after shampooing. The only difference between leave-in and deep conditioning is that leave-in conditioners are not the type that you apply and then it now requires heat for the treatment to take effect. Leave-in conditioner is basically something you can apply on your hair and leave on your hair for a while without involving any form of heat or anything like that before rinsing off. But your hair needs to be covered with a shower cap at least. That is very, very important. So how is it done? Immediately after shampooing, ultimately before your final rinse, that is before getting all out of this basin, you apply onto the hair and leave it there for 15 minutes. After combing it through, apply it, comb it, leave it there for at least 10 to 15 minutes before rinsing off. So then, last but not least, we're going to be talking about protecting and moisturizing your hair, because these are two basic things that you can't, you know, talk about without simultaneously using them in context. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, and vice versa. So yeah, when protecting your hair, try as hard as possible to use hair products that help to, you know, stimulate and retain hair growth. This is done by, like, incorporating braids and other hairstyles that require less manipulation. It can be weave-ons, for example, hair that you would do and then you won't be needing, you won't need any form of combing or touching, just basically moisturizing. It helps to reduce hair breakage. Then minimizing the manipulation and combing, same thing that I was saying earlier. Avoid any form of combing that would lead to your hair breaking as a result of lack of moisturization in your hair. Then keeping your ends of the hair from splitting. You can't keep them from splitting, they will obviously split with time. So what you do is that when they split, you trim. You can't, there's no other way, you just trim. Then last but not least, you wear a scarf, either satin or silk. It helps to retain moisture as well, more especially when you're asleep, because you most of the time use cotton material on your bedding, for example. So these are things that cause our hair to dry out regularly. So in the process of moisturizing, try to use products that help to maintain elasticity in the hair. This can be protein shampoos. This can be, some oils that help to prevent the moisture from escaping through the hair strands. Other ancillary products that aid and stimulate hair growth. And then moisturizing as well, most importantly, helps hair return to its original state after stretching with heat or any other form of manipulation. This can be with the help of a hand dryer, a hair straightener, or even a curling iron. These are things that expose the hair to heat, high levels of heat at that. And that's all I can say for now. So guys, we've officially come to the end of this video today. I hope you guys had a thing or two to learn about hair retention, and I also hope that you guys enjoyed watching the video generally. Please do leave a thumbs up, comment down below, and also if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and turn on your post notifications by tinging the bell button on your right hand side over here. And then last but not least, please do share my video because it goes a long way. You guys don't understand. So that's all I can say for now. But then from me, zukwanuike, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.